We are so excited, guys. This is our first ever live cooking demo, the beginning of a long series. So if you are wanting to learn how to become little chefs and help your parents in the kitchen, and you want to learn how to make some delicious recipes that are a little bit healthier than your regular ones, okay, because we do also want to make sure that you are eating a little bit healthier than what you may have been used to, but also trying to show you that healthy food can be easy to make, it's nutritious, but it's also delicious, okay? That's a big thing for us. We need to make sure that at any time the food tastes good, otherwise why would you want to eat it again? Okay, so I'm sure you know who I am. I'm Lisa, and this is Chef Tamsin, and we're going to be doing this together. And big thanks as well to Dis-Chem Pharmacies who have partnered with us on this awesome series where we will be using some of their really awesome ingredients from Dis-Chem Pharmacies, okay, the Lifestyle Foods range. So we've got quite a few in front of us here. Okay, so I'm going to hand over a little bit to Chef Tamsin, who's kind of going to be saying, Lisa, chop this, do this, grate this, help. So let's start. What are we going to start with today? Because we're making 3 recipes. We're making a delicious pasta salad, like a side, that you can have on Braai Day on Friday. But we're also going to be making a delicious dessert, which is made up of 2 parts. Okay, right.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to start with our dessert first. We know we all love dessert, so let's give that a go first, because we've got to get some things in the oven. So first what we're going to do is we're going to start with the base of our dessert, which is going to be berries and apple. So with the apple, we don't want to peel the apple because there's lots of goodness in the skin of the apple, and we're going to cook it anyway, so it's going to become
some
nice
extra
and soft.
fiber. In fact, a lot of the good oils and the pectin is underneath the skin of the apple. So every time you peel an apple, you're taking out all that goodness and all that extra fiber, which keeps us regular. Hate to talk about that during a cooking show, but it's really, really important to talk about it. Okay, so don't peel your pears and don't peel your apples. Utilize that skin in your food. The heat breaks it down anyway, so it's not going to be tough when you eat it, but you're going to get that extra fiber when you enjoy that fruit. Okay.
Absolutely. So, Lisa, will you cut this into little pieces for us?
Sure thing.
So when you're using knives, make sure your mom or your dad or somebody is watching you. Very sharp. You need to watch your fingers. We don't want any accidents in the kitchen. So you're going to cut them nice and small into little pieces here. You're going to use 2 apples. If they're very, very big apples, you can just use 1, depending on how big your dish is. So while Lisa finishes there, I'm going to show you here.
I'm not as quick as Chef Tamsin.
It's okay.
Oh, the pressure. I have a chef with me.
No,
oh my goodness.
but Lisa must also be careful. We don't want cut fingers. So we're going to put our apple into the bowl.
We have a little special guest here today. You want to come say hi?
I just want you to raise your voice.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So you want to come say hi? Look. So there's a whole lot of kiddies on the other side of that camera. Wave, say hi.
Do you want to
I'm Bella.
I'm Bella.
Do you want to do some mixing, Bella? Should I give you the stuff? Do you want to mix and make?
Do you want to mix it?
Oh, I need that for lunch.
Oh, you're just going to come and taste it just now.
Must I add that in?
Yes, you can add that in.
Okay, so I'm adding the apples to this bowl, the finely chopped apples.
And then we're going to add some berries on top of that. So we've got some raspberries, which are the nice red ones, and we've got blueberries, and we've got some strawberries. If you go into the shops now, you'll see there's lots and lots of berries on the shelf. That's because berries are in season, which means they are sweet and juicy. They're the most delicious at this point.
And blueberries are full of immune-boosting properties, so they're going to keep you strong so that you can avoid getting too sick. Okay, as the season changes and the weather outside is really weird, your blueberries and your red berries are full of antioxidants, which are going to keep you really, really strong, which is what we want, right?
Absolutely. And now with your strawberries, make sure you cut off the green part. You don't want to eat that. And we're going to chop them up a little bit, and we're going to put them into our bowl.
Okay.
Right. Now, when we cook our berries and our apples, we want to have a nice sauce in it. So we're going to use these Lifestyle Food chia seeds. Chia seeds are very good for you.
Yes. Full of omegas. Good for your brain, guys. They're going to keep you smart and sharp, so you can do well in your tests, okay?
So we're going to sprinkle that over. We're going to put a little bit of vanilla extract.
There you go.
Let's add a little bit of deliciousness. We're going to add our maple syrup.
Cool.
And a touch of lemon juice.
Cool.
Right, now we're going to give that a good mix.
Okay.
There we go.
Get a spoon out.
We want to make sure all those berries and all those apples are covered in the chia seeds.
Okay.
And
Look
Right.
at the back of my hair, Mama.
Oh, you look beautiful, my baby.
Mommy, look at that side.
Yes, Elsa and Anna, you look stunning.
There.
Oh, you're beautiful, my lovely.
Okay, so now it's all mixed up.
Mom, look.
And we're going to make the crumble.
Okay.
So this is a fun part because you get to get your fingers dirty as well. So I'll do this part.
Okay.
Okay. Lisa will pour it in for me. So we've got
Okay,
brown sugar
brown sugar.
and some oats. We're using gluten-free oats, but the lifestyle food range has both gluten-free oats if you have a gluten intolerance, or you can use regular oats. You want to try and not use the quick oats, which are also part of the range for this particular recipe. Then we're going to put some flour in. If you prefer to use whole wheat flour or brown flour, that's absolutely fine. And then a touch of cinnamon.
Ah, smells so good.
And the last thing we're going to put in is our coconut oil that's melted. You can use butter if you prefer, but we're using coconut oil for this. It's a little bit healthier
Yeah.
and it makes tastiness. So now you're going to get your fingers into your bowl and you're going to mix it all up. Okay, so let's get it all in there.
Yum, yum. So they say life is short, so eat dessert first, right? I often say that. So that's why we make a dessert first. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding. It's more because this needs to bake in the oven. So it's good when it comes to cooking, you always got to get that timing right. So like this has to go into the oven now to bake, and the fruit needs to soften, and the crumble needs to crisp up. Whilst that's happening, you're going to be making your savory dish. So there's actually always a timing thing that you've got to think about to get things ready at the right time.
Okay, so our crumble is nice and crumbly now, and we're going to sprinkle it all over the top of our fruit.
Yum.
It's delicious, and it smells so nice with the cinnamon in it.
Who doesn't love a delicious berry crumble? Apple and berry.
There we go. Right,
That's awesome.
so that's done now. All that we need to do with that now is we need to pop it in the
Oven. Okay, so let me go do that.
perfect.
Okay, I'll be back in 1 second.
thing to wipe my fingers.
Yes, I can.
Wow, listen to it.
That is
It's even
amazing.
still bubbling.
It's sizzling.
Okay, so next we're going to get onto our ice cream.
Cool.
A little bit.
A cloth. The one thing about this is that by cooking outside, there's no basin, guys. So you just have to wipe it off, shake off the dust.
Don't do
Is-
that on your floor because you'll
Yeah.
get into trouble.
Or your clothes. Like I always say to Bella, stop wiping your hands on your clothes because she goes like this every 5 seconds. So go and wash your hand under a tap.
You should always have a cloth with you. So
Okay, you want to swap positions?
No,
we're
gonna
good?
do the ice cream
Okay,
first.
ice
We
cream,
always
okay.
do. So the ice cream, we're going to start with some cream, and we want to make sure that it's whipping cream. And we're now going to use an electric mixer. So you can either use a small one like this, or you can use a stand mixer, whatever's easier, whatever you have at home. Okay, so we're going to whisk this up. Oh, it's splattering a bit. Start a bit slowly. And this ice cream is divine because you don't have to put it in an ice cream machine. You can just pop it into the freezer and you can add all sorts of flavors to it. Okay, we're going to get lots and lots of air into the cream. I'm making such a mess.
It's okay. That's half of cooking, right? Woo! Make a mess and lick as we go.
Right, so now that it's nice and thick, you don't want to mix it too much. Then we're going to use some condensed milk. Condensed milk is
Yum,
delicious.
guys! Best!
Don't add any more sugar to this because there's enough sugar in the condensed milk.
Yum. There you go.
Perfect.
So we didn't say that the ice cream was healthy. The pie, the apple pie and berry pie is healthy because it's got those oats, it's got the cinnamon on top, it's got the chia seeds, and it's got all your fruit. So it is a healthier dessert than just eating a huge bowl of ice cream with Smarties sprinkled all over, or something like that, or chocolate cake with custard. This is definitely going to win because there are some nutrients in the cooked berries. There's fiber, there's oats, so there's goodness, But then you are going to top it with a little bit of your real deal ice cream. But it's about balance, right? It's not about being perfect and about having everything squeaky clean or everything like really, really unhealthy. But it's about how can you bring some nutrients, some fruits, veggies, vitamins, minerals into your regular favorite meals so that you land up being a healthy, fit and strong child without all the diseases and lifestyle things that come with being unhealthy, but you still really, really love your food and you're enjoying it every second. Okay, so it's important to have that balance.
It is healthier than the ice cream that you're going to find in the shops though, because it doesn't have all the sugar in it and it doesn't have any preservatives because we're making it ourselves. So this one we're going to add some now, we're going to add vanilla. If you're making this on the weekend and you want to change it, you can add your favorite color to it if you want to add a little bit of color. Also, if you want to add something different to this, you can add a little bit of... Are you eating condensed milk?
Guys, I can't help myself. I love condensed milk, okay?
You can add a little bit of cocoa powder to this if you want to make a chocolate ice cream, or if you want to add some strawberries or berries, you can make it very different. So it's a great recipe you can change all the time.
Guys, and only 3 ingredients. I mean, it was cream, whipped cream, condensed milk, and a bit of vanilla essence. And you've got ice cream without all the preservatives, the flavorants, the colorants, all those weird things that they add at the shops to make sure that that ice cream lasts for 2 years in the freezer without going weird. Okay, so this is like a really wholesome homemade version that is going to taste better than any ice cream you've ever tasted.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
All right, so this goes into the freezer. You want to put it for at least 3 hours. It doesn't have to set for too long because the cream does freeze pretty quickly. So you're going to pop this in the freezer and then it'll be ready to serve. So we'll show you in a little bit.
Perfect. Thank you.
So now we're going to move on to the pasta. So Lifestyle Foods does have a pasta that you can buy, which is a penne pasta. Otherwise, you can use any pasta that you like. A tip about pasta is you must try and stay away from white pasta. So we want to be a little bit healthier when we eat our pasta. So we want to use a brown pasta or we want to use a whole wheat pasta. If you're adventurous, you can also try one of the veggie pastas or the quinoa pasta, which you can find in the shop. So we've got our cooked pasta here. Cook your pasta with a little bit of salt so it adds some nice flavor. But remember that hot water and stoves are very dangerous, so make sure that your mom or dad are standing with you to make sure you don't burn yourself. Okay, so what we're going to put into this pasta, we're going to first start with our sauce. So here we've got some Lifestyle Food mayonnaise, so it is a healthier mayonnaise. And because we want to be healthier, we don't just want to pack tons and tons of mayo onto our pasta, so we're actually going to use some cottage cheese or some cream cheese, and it also adds some really yummy flavor, and some milk. If you don't want to use cow's milk, you can also use plant-based milk, so almond milk. I wouldn't use coconut milk for this, but almond milk or soy milk. And then you want to
mix
it up.
As I say to Bella, mix. But guys, quickly, before this ice cream melts, because remember this dessert just came out the oven, so it's really hot. That's what it looks like. So a nice big dollop with some beautiful homemade ice cream, and that is a really yummy dessert to enjoy on Braai Day. How amazing. Yay! Look at that. So good. Okay, so I'm mixing these together.
Yes. All right, so we're mixing this together. Again, the nice thing about this pasta salad is the ingredients that we've given you on your recipe. You don't only have to use those ingredients. You can change it with whatever you've got in your fridge to make it tasty and to make it what your family likes. So if you want to add some things, if you want to leave things out, you can, but you can't leave all your veggies out. Veggies are important.
Yes.
And lots of colors. You don't just want a one color salad, because every veggie that has a different color has different vitamins in it, which we need to grow big and strong. I'm sure, does Bella eat all her veggies?
Yeah, we disguise them in things like falafels and little meatballs and hamburger patties, and some veggies she likes, like carrots and cucumbers, are easy ones, but not every type of veggie. So I also have to get creative, great things, shove them in, she would never know. Sorry, parents, I'm giving away all my secrets.
Yes, so grating veggies, the parents watching. The grating of the veggies is a great tip because...
Excuse the pun.
Is because a lot of them cook away, so then you won't even know that it's in there. Right, so for this pasta salad.
Okay, so I've coated, you see the pasta is being coated evenly with the nice mixture, okay? So it's not dry at the bottom and then all the mixtures on the top. I've really, really thoroughly mixed it through so it's coated evenly.
So now we're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on. Pepper is not all burny. I know a lot of children don't like pepper. Don't use your teeth when you open the salt and pepper.
I have strong teeth, guys, because I have all my milk, my dairy. I have strong teeth.
So we've put dairy in here, but still doesn't mean you can open it with your teeth.
Rather my tooth than my nail, guys. That's my opinion. Okay, there you go. A little bit of salt.
So now we're going to put a little bit of apple cider vinegar. There are lots of benefits of apple cider vinegar in our diet.
It helps with the gut a lot. It helps to boost the immune system. So I had really bad sort of reflux and gut issues when I was pregnant with Bellaboo. I started taking apple cider vinegar and all that reflux, that burning acid feeling went away. But it's just really, really good for your immune system. So you might not want to have apple cider in a liquid form. You might want to take it in a little tablet like a vitamin, or you can incorporate it into a little salad dressing and you can pour it on your salad. But it's actually not too bad, guys, especially the one that you get that's got like a honey and a lemon infused. So it tastes like honey lemon, not so much like smelly socks.
Yeah, so lifestyle food have a few different flavors, so you can choose which one you like.
Yeah.
And what it helps with the salad is that it breaks through some of that richness and some of the fattiness that you might feel from the mayo. So it's a great, I definitely make sure that you put that in. Right, so now today we're going to put some cucumber. So you want to cut it up into nice little pieces.
Don't peel it, remember? Don't peel the cucumber. You must have that rind on the cucumber because you need that extra added fiber to keep that tummy moving nicely, okay? There we go.
Okay, next we're going to add some red pepper. So a tip when you are cutting red pepper, it can be really hard to cut through the waxy skin of the red pepper. So turn it around and cut through the non-shiny side first. So you're going to cut through the inside first. You don't want to use the seeds, so you can throw the seeds away. And you're going to cut through the non-shiny side first. It makes it a lot easier. Otherwise, your knife is slipping and sliding. You can cut yourself.
Add.
We're going to add.
Okay, and I guess, not everybody likes peppers, so you could always leave those out, and maybe swap it out for baby corn.
Absolutely.
Or something like that. So you don't have to have the red pepper. It's just that it adds a lot of color. It looks like it's a really pretty pasta salad.
Okay, so we're going to add some tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes that we've just cut up. If you've only got whole tomatoes, that's also fine. Just cut them into smaller pieces. You don't want huge chunks of veggies in your pasta. You want it all mixed nicely.
Cool. And tomatoes have got lycopene in them, which is anti-cancer fighting. So right now you're young and you're full of energy and you're like, oh, please, the world's my oyster. But when you get older, you start worrying about things like lifestyle diseases. Like maybe when you get to your parents' age, you start to worry about things like that. But if you were a little bit healthier when you were younger, maybe you wouldn't have any lifestyle diseases when you're older. So it's just incorporating these things into your diet every day, little bit by little bit, every meal, just a little bit of veggie, a little bit of fiber, your different colors from the rainbow. And you can prevent these lifestyle diseases when you're a little bit older. Okay.
Perfect. So now we're going to add some spring onion.
Cool.
Spring onion doesn't have the burny taste that normal white onion has. But if you don't have spring onion, you can use red onion. You're just going to cut it a little bit smaller. Or if you don't like onion to get that nice light green color, you can add some chopped up celery, which is also very nice. It's got a nice crunch to add to the salad.
Yum, looks amazing.
And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add some herbs. So we've got some basil here. It smells amazing.
It does. Smells like a margarita pizza. It smells really good. Caprese pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to tear these up a little bit. It's quite difficult to cut herbs, so we don't want to worry about that. Just use your fingers and you're going to tear it up. It doesn't all have to be too small.
Tearing is fun.
And then once you've done that, smell your fingers.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing.
It does. Smells like Italy.
It is.
When you go to Italy, just, do this with your basil leaves. You're in Italy.
Like a holiday.
Because we ain't going to Italy anytime soon, right, guys? Not at the moment.
Right, and we're going to give that a big mix.
Cool. Make sure it's all even.
Yes.
Okay.
So like we were saying, guys, if you can use any veggies that you like, and also if there's leftover veggies from the night before, so if you have roasted butternut the night before and there's some left over, you can chop that up and you can put that into your pasta salad as well. So this is a really nice side to go with Braai Day. So
Yeah.
when mom is busy cooking in the kitchen or granny's busy cooking in the kitchen, you can do your part by making the salad. And I promise you, they will love it.
So imagine having your corn on the cobs on Friday, maybe some nice garlic bread in your braai, maybe some chicken sausages if you do eat meats. I don't eat meat, but I'm sure a lot of you eat meat. And then you can have this pasta salad on the side. And then for dessert, you can be making this lovely berry crumble and homemade ice cream.
And to make it look super fancy, we want to garnish it, which means we want to decorate it nicely. So we're going to pop some full basil leaves on top, just to make it look extra fancy. You can put any herbs on top if you've got.
So if you want to, before you log off, if you want to put in the comments now, are there any recipes that you specifically would love to learn how to make, whether it's your favorite spaghetti bolognese, but maybe one with a little bit less meat, or maybe it's a mac and cheese, or whatever it is that you want to learn how to make, let us know below. Otherwise, you could always, if you don't want to do it right now, you could email us, okay? So you can email chef@lisarally.co.za. That's Tamsin's email address. Email her, get your parents to email, or you can email and just say, oh, I really, really want to learn how to make this or that or this or that. Then we will gather all that information from all of you, and maybe your favorite will pop up in our next recipe demo, which we will be doing in October. Okay, everybody, well done. Thank you for joining us today, and enjoy the meals that you've created. I hope that you love them. Bye.